Hi, this is attorney and board certified nurse practitioner Joe Flores on behalf of Vasquez Flores Home Health. Nursing homes have their place, but having care in your own home is very important. Call today for more information. Backed by over 20 years of experience, registered nurse Priscilla Vasquez can answer your questions about home care. Call 881-9922, that's 881-9922 today. And once again, we're back after a brief break. You're watching South Texas Crossfire. Special thanks to River City Hospice. If you have a loved one at home with Alzheimer's, with cancer, severe heart disease, lung disease, or kidney problems, or that hasn't been eating, failure to thrive, they call it, call River City Hospice right now. Don't wait. Pick up that phone. 882-5900, 882-5900, and they can help you. Their motto is hope, dignity, and love, and you bet that's what they do each and every time. And also our other sponsor, Vasquez Flores Home Health. If you want an exciting career, you need a job in this economy, 881-9922. You can start your career taking care of people and preventing them from going into the nursing home. And also, let's thank Carlos Lopez. You guessed it, the Ted Turner of South Texas Broadcasting. Everybody grab your popcorn and sodas. Guess who's on? Our favorite commissioner, 24/7, Joe Gonzalez, nonstop. How are you, Commissioner?
Doing great, Joe.
All right, let's just give the update. I talk way too much. Give them the update. Give them what's going on with the county and Nueces County. Tell us the concerns and tell us what you've been doing. Go for it.
First of all, again, I want to thank Ms. Fontaine for helping sponsor this thing, man. She's a wonderful woman.
River City
Hospice does a great job in the community, and so does Vasquez Home Healthcare, and
my wife,
your wife, especially your boss,
She's my boss.
And but I'm sitting here and I'm listening. I listened to Lilia Rojas, and I said, wow,
isn't she awesome?
I said, wow, and I love. David, I love him, and I know David probably going to win too, but look out, David. You better move aside.
Right. Yeah, she's a powerhouse. When I had her on and I was interviewing her, she left the studio, but what I was most impressed with was that she came back. She could, this is a five-star kind of woman. She could be working in Dallas, Houston, New York. She came back to Corpus to make it a better place. That's what we need more of.
The only way that we're going to elect her as a city councilwoman is people to vote. And people to go out, register to vote, if you're not registered to vote. La gente ahí española, que por favor, necesitamos que vayan a registrarse para votar.
Claro que
porque
sí.
sin su voto no tiene voz. Y si no votan, pues no se quejen, ¿verdad? Porque por favor, le pedimos a todos que no se han registrado que voten, que salgan a votar. Hay muchas personas como la señorita que vieron hoy, a Lilian Rojas, que quiere servirlos a ustedes en la comunidad. And I think that she would be a voice, not just for women, for men, for anybody, for children, for youth. I think she'd be great. She's all the knowledge and experience that she brings to the table is awesome. And I know that you asked her a question, Joe, about getting involved in the community, and not because she works for Valero, but she is involved in the community. She's been involved in the community.
Oh, big time. I see her around all the time.
And it's a passion that she has, and what I like when she said seniors, and you bring, and of course my passion for seniors, right? In fact, I was
24/7.
I was there. I was with the grandparents, foster grandparents yesterday morning, and at Zavala, and there was maybe about 40, 50 of them there, and they asked me if I would be a speaker for the banquet coming up, and I said sure, I'd be glad to, but it's a passion that we have to deal with that kind of population, like the youth, the seniors, and the veterans. Those have always been my three passions, to make it better for those target groups, because they've served our community. They served in so many ways, the veterans,
through wars,
to their lives, to families, to everything you can think of. We live here in a free country because they're out there putting their lives on the line. Some don't, unfortunately, the fallen heroes that never return back, and we have to bury them, and it's sad. But also the families of those soldiers that are really the heroes, because they go in, day out, trying to, thinking of what's going to happen next. And
I was just at Arlington Cemetery, and what you're doing, that memorial that you're bringing here home locally, I thought of you. I went to the Vietnam Memorial and I went to Arlington Cemetery. And I remember all those veterans, and it's so moving. Anybody who gets a chance to go to D.C. I was out there for seniors on the Supreme Court House steps. I called you. You told me what to say, you know, to our representatives and about the seniors. And we're talking about health care.
Right.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
And so going back to what you were saying about the veterans, how's that memorial
Well, the
going?
memorial's coming great. In fact, on the 14th of April, and you should begin an invitation. We're gonna cut the ribbon and dedicate the park, but also we're also going to dedicate the Veterans Memorial area in now the new park called Amistad Veterans Memorial Park in memory of all veterans of all wars. You know, and
you gonna get Lillian Riojas, the city councilwoman, to cut the ribbon?
She's on my list to be there. You know,
all right.
And but you know there's something that's way overdue. You know, and you'd be surprised from the short time that we started this. We have 9 benches already being donated.
Are you kidding?
By the community. For different families.
Where do I write the check?
And well, I'll get with you later. Don't worry about that. And also, we have the monument that's being donated by Claiborne Bank. You know, and one of the benches. The 2 flagpoles have been donated. So that really the community has come forward because it tells you that they really care for the veterans. That you know, and the park is not just for veterans, the fallen heroes. It's all for the veterans that served and are still living. You know, and it serves the entire community. And I think that once we see the park there, then once we see the veterans area there, it's going to, you know, people are going to, wow, it's going to be.
I'm glad you were so inclusive with that because you thought of the people that are coming back from Iraq right now.
Well, you know, I think
and Afghanistan.
And the second phase of that is we're getting ready to build. We're having a fundraiser. The committee's having a fundraiser to start raising funds to build a wall. We're going to build a wall around the memorial area. And we're gonna honor all the wars, World War I, World War II, and Vietnam, Iraq, all the wars, and all the soldiers, all the fallen heroes under those that died during those wars or after the wars.
And I don't want anybody to forget those that are coming back, the wounded warriors.
Wounded warriors, but also, Joe, we can't forget the ones that never came back.
Right.
The ones that missing in action, and those are really heroes because those have never received the proper services, and
their families are heroes.
And we wish maybe someday, you know, maybe they'll find their bodies and send them back like they do sometimes. But those are the ones we always have to remember at every ceremony. You know, other things happening with the county is, you know, of course, we had the state of the county that the county judge did. You know, and it was very well attended. You know, thanks to the Hispanic Chamber, did a real good job and bringing people together.
They're awesome.
You know, and I just want to remind people, this is the elections. The time is rocking and rolling. You know, and you heard a dynamic person right now, Lillian Rojas, you know, speak, and you know, and
she's going to be a great city council.
She'll be great. That's what I'm saying. David Loeb, I'm with you, David Loeb, but you know, step aside. You know, you got.
No, there's room for everybody.
That's what I tell David. I tell David, hey, David, you know, I'm still with you, you know, but you know,
they'll be both in there. I like David.
David's a good guy.
Lillian's going to be in there. I feel it.
And you know, and you got other people jumping into races right now. David Torres is running in and for commissioner.
Oh, that guy is that guy's a living legend as a commander. So, you know, and he stood up and pointed out corruption in the department, straightened that department out, and a lot of people gave him a lot of HE double hockey sticks about it. And let me tell you,
I've been through
that. He's courageous.
Yeah, I've been through
that. That man
is
courageous.
But you know, and again, that's another person. You know, and you got other people.
County commissioner, right?
County commissioner, and also you got people jumping into the congressman's race. You know, you got
who isn't running for that? Oh my gosh! Even my good friend Philemon Vela down the valley is running for one. Then we got the 27th district here.
Jerry Trevino, Rose Harrison, and you know, of course, the congressman himself is running, and so it's going to be interesting, you know. And I think come June, you're going to really the ball's going to start rolling, and they're really start.
I went and talked to Blake Farenthold. I talked to him there in D.C. I went to his office, and let me tell you, at the Rayburn Building Tuesday, his staff, excellent. And whether you're Democrat, Republican, I saw plenty of people in the waiting room there. He was efficient. He got us in and out there. We're all talking about the health care law bill. There was postal workers there, and Farenthold did a good job. And I know Steve Ray here locally was the guy who, you know, was the architect of his campaign. But let me tell you, Farenthold, I mean, he made time. With 24 hours notice, we got in there.
Okay, good. And that's what we need. When people in office are going to have an open door policy, and I know that in my office I have an open door policy. I mean, people walk in there and knock in there, they want to.
Even for me.
You know, even for you, you know, I mean,
Right.
you know, for you, I'll even ask my secretary to get you some coffee and get you a drink, whatever, Joe. We'll give you the red carpet,
Irish coffee,
whatever you want. We'll
Right.
give you red carpet, you know. But other than that, I just want to tell everybody out there that the time has come to stop complaining. The time has come to say, if you want a voice in this process, you want a voice, and who's going to be your next city council people, who's going to be your next congressman, who's going to be your next commissioners, you need to be registered to vote.
Please.
Please. You know, I can't, I don't meet on my knees and beg you, but, you know, because I hear all the time people complaining. And the first question I ask, well, did you vote?
Half of them
You know,
or more say no.
Are you registered to vote? You know, and it's a shame when they say, well, no, I forgot. And when they start kind of, shying away, I know they didn't do. I didn't know they
Y
didn't vote.
nuestra comunidad, como 20% votan. Pero si son anglo, si son los güeros, están votando como 50% del tiempo. So que vienen a estar a
Todos
votar.
salgan a votar, por favor. You know, no matter who you are, you know. And I asked, you know, also David, you know, said, you know, it's like I've asked Lillian, who are you gonna support when you get in office? Everybody. You know, I'm there. You know, in my policy in my office, Joe, is that I don't care who walks in the door. I don't care who you are, red, green, white, red, or blue, or Democrat, Republican. I serve this community, you know, to the best of my knowledge, and I do the things that are right for the community, for my constituents in Nueces County. And I think that this is the type of people that we have running for office now, and I think they're going to, you know, be very successful and very, you know, I think that by us getting out there to vote, I know they're going to come out on top. So, again, I just want to thank you from my office. Joe, thank you very much for allowing me to be here.
What's the phone number? Everybody likes calling you.
24/7, 24/7. And it's
960-6312.
You got it.
Because I call you all the time.
I know you do. And my office number, in case you can, you know, need to get hold of me, is 888-0296.
Now, also the city council meetings, we're going to talk about that when Lillian comes back. She's coming back in a couple of weeks to talk to us again and give us an update on the campaign. But for you guys, Commissioner's Court, when do you all meet? Every other Wednesday?
We meet every other Wednesday at 9 o'clock at the Commissioner's Court there at the 3rd floor at the county courthouse. People are welcome to come by. We have, the beginning, we allow people to speak. You know, we have public comment if they want to speak. You know, we can't answer or question anything, but they can speak.
Well, I want to thank you once again for giving us the pulse of the county. Y recuérdese, gente, aquí, nuestra raza, que resistan a votar porque su voto es su voz. Y este es Joe Flores telling you to get out there, register to vote, get involved, because this is going to be a hot election year. 2012 is going to be going on the record. So get out there, and we had some great candidates on. David Torres running for commissioner, and don't forget your next city councilwoman, Lillian Riojas, ladies and gentlemen, and you can go to lillianriojas.com. All that information is appearing in front of your screen. I've got to go. Dave's saying, that's it. Cut it. So thank you. Stay tuned, and God bless.
God bless.